collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers. Welcome to your 8-card draw. What do I need shadow read for this full to new moon, May 2023. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. They're my initials. I am a professional witch. I am a professional intuitive. I am the president of Drawing the Circle Productions. Since 1998, we just hit our 25th year anniversary, May 1st. I know this is coming out afterwards, and oh my, what a journey it has been. I am also the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. There's a Kindle version of it, and there is a link in the description box. It's broken down into chakra chapters. There are chakras in this reading, but certainly you can click that link and preview a first bit of it for free, and you can catch some of the flavor of the practices, the prayers, the principles that have kept me in business, the guidance and the grace that I've kind of been working with since even before I started the company. But that's the Kindle version. The original Fellini version that Jill Schweitzer, a Scorpio sister of mine, did, well, that's over on Patreon, depending on what level of subscription you sign up for. But all of my subscribers across the board get two things in common, at least the time of this timed recording. This one's not timeless. They get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube. They're juggernauts, they're long, and I've done a lot of them. They get all of them, past, present, and future, as long as they remain subscribers. They also get a daily check-in with me, not from me, with me every morning, because I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream link, so that we can talk about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, spiritual implications, and always ending with a prayer, a blessing, a spell, a meditation, something to send us on our way. And it's a vital way for me to start the day, because it sets me up for everything else that I do. I love it so much. It's so great. And there are some changes coming to Patreon, so I made a new video. The intro to it. It's fun. I love it. You could tell, you could feel it, how much I love this wisest career move I've ever made. Patreon.com/drawing the circle. So click the link, check it out. And if you want to, come Patreon on Patreon. So I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. But you can call me Mal, and what'd you think about that new music? Thank you, Janet Grace Alvarado. That one we are working on. That's just the beginning. That one's called Underworld Catwalk. You've been invited to River Styx Fashion Week. So let's get down to biz, shall we? Let's do the explanation for the new people, and then we'll dive into the divination for all of us. Let's talk about it. An 8-card draw is just one card from 8 different decks, giving you clues, tips, and hints about anything. Really, you can use as many different decks as you like a card of the day, but 8 of them for a specific astrological timeline of a 2-week period to help you do the shadow work, the releasing, the letting go, the waning moon stuff. Surrender, Dorothy. Let's look at these dates, shall we? We've got the full moon in Scorpio. It is an eclipse on Friday, 5/5, Cinco de Mayo. I said it in the 5-card draws that I do for the waxing moons. A Scorpio moon eclipse on a Friday, the day of Venus, somebody's getting their stuff touched. Just saying it. And then, of course, 2 weeks later, keep in mind, that's an eclipse. We've got a little tricky here with the new moon on the 19th of May. Again, it's a Friday, so that's pretty powerful. It is a new moon, as I said, at 11:53 p.m. So you got to figure, that's like really late at night, right? Almost midnight. Goes void, of course. Is that right? Oh, that's got to be a.m., 11:53 a.m., right? Because then it goes void, of course, at 1:51 p.m. I will change that for the rest of them. Typos happen. I'm not perfect. Just make it look good. I'm Leo rising. Goes void, of course, 1:51 p.m. Eastern time, and then into Gemini 2:48. So you've got some time. If you've got that Friday, you want to plant a seed and make it grow. I gotta say, Taurus, ruled by Venus on Friday, the day of Venus new moon, even into Gemini. That could be a lot of fun for the love magic, but, you know, I just don't mean agape. These are shadow reads. So this is how my counsel, you know, I write down the stuff from my own sun, moon, rising, Venus signs to help us let go of the 3 atoms in between lead and gold on the periodic table symbolically, right? Our shadow to light, our lead to gold, our pain to peace, our chakras involved. I'll explain it as I go. But some things of note. For instance, let's see, do we think this would affect them? Well, this might affect you, actually. Venus is going into Cancer on the 7th of May. That is a square to Aries. Again, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Mercury goes direct, oh, thank God, on the 11th, right? Yep, that looks like that. And then, what else we got there? Oh, Jupiter is going into Taurus on the 16th. So it's an interesting dynamic couple of weeks there. I'm glad things are going direct. And certainly after that new moon in Taurus, or moving towards that, I should say, on the 16th, just a couple of days later, it's going to be good. This is going to work out. I like it. So, look, shadow work is hard. That's why we do this, right? But as one of us heals, all of us heal holographically. So, this reading is certainly for the cross watchers as well. If there are people that you care about, that you're worried about, this reading can give you some insight, some understanding, and hopefully some sympathy and some empathy. And if you apply some of these spiritual truth principles, whatever you want to call them, to yourself, you will be doing your own personal alchemy, but as a result, serving the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign collective, because we're all one, but these readings are like fine-tuned to that collective. So that's a lot of explanation. Let's shift it to divination, because I'm ready. We'll put this over here. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. And I will do the best that I can to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace from the divine with these pieces of cardboard to help you let go, release, transform, alchemize the lead to gold, the shadow to light, the pain to peace, the toxic to healthy, the fear to love, the poverty to prosperity, the perdition to paradise. There are just so many different versions. That's why I like the language of spiritual alchemy. But enough of that explanation. Let's shift to divination, and that happens in the still point for me. So please take a nice deep breath. Still point. And here we go. Card number 1 from the Caroline Mace archetype cards. I call upon the pantheons of the divine for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Ooh, watching this video, receiving this reading for this shadow raid, please. What is the dominant archetype in the 8th chakra that they need to be aware of? The soul pattern to be alchemized from lead to gold, shadow to light, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, fear to love, illusion to truth, imprisonment to liberty, to freedom. This full to new May 2023. The guide archetype. A member of the divine family of archetypes. There are 9 different families. Written on the card is the shadow attribute and the light attribute. I consider this the lead and the gold, 3 symbolic atoms that cannot be created or destroyed, only changed, transformed, released, surrendered, which is the waning process, because you want to clear the field so you can plant that really looks like powerful seed on new moon. So the shadow attribute places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. Look, I just changed my prices for, oh yeah, there's a link in the description box at this point. I'm sure I haven't recorded it yet at the time of this recording, but I changed all my prices. I'm talking about it for months, right? So there's a link down there, booking private sessions with Mel. So yeah, no, I totally struggled with that. I was just like, because my friends were like, you should charge $10,000 a second. I'm like, no, I can't. I won't. Why? Because the light attribute represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. So if you're trying to screw somebody over, you're only screwing yourself over because there's only one of us here. Woof, right? So this in the 8th chakra is going to send down the codes to all the other chakras underneath it, shifting your electromagnetic field, what you attract and what you repel, so you have the opportunity to no longer delay what cannot be prevented, your healing, your alchemy, your surrender, but from toxicity of lead to the health of gold, right? So you got that guidance going, and you can have an archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. I even have the guide seasonally, like comes and goes as is needed. And sometimes it just shows up for a reason that I don't understand until later. So the next 4 chakras down, the internal world, the feminine energy, the world behind your eyes. I really like saying it that way. The psychological world, creative intuition. We use the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, just 1 card for all 4 chakras. Please take a nice deep breath. Let's see if we can have fun with this. Shadow reads are not always fun. Still point. As I call upon my goddesses of fire, the sign of Aries, powers of the south, please, beloved goddesses of cardinal creative fire, 1 card in clarity for the Aries collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. We're watching this video and we're drawn to this reading. What do they need to be aware of? Heart, their third eye crown, internal, internal, dynamic, throat chakra minimum, the choice, the decision to delay or not delay that which cannot be prevented. And who wants to keep coming back here just for some of this stuff to help them alchemize the guide archetype? This full in Scorpio to new in Taurus, May 2023. Slow down, please leave the cards in my hands. Thank you. And we've got, whoa, the star, worth it, worth it. Yeah, another one popped out. This is the one that guys say, leave it in my hand. They leave it in my hand. When it is a major arcana card, the way I read in readings like this, it's all the chakras in that zone. So this is absolutely about alignment. The star is the highest vibrational card spiritually in the tarot. That's how I feel it to be. Everybody's got their own take, and that's fine. Sure, wish fulfillment. But it's really about guidance and grace, right? If you think of the star chakra, right, like up there, somewhere over your head, the 8th chakra, well, that is like the satellite. So this is about bringing that hope, that truth, and yes, perhaps even that wish fulfillment, but it's certainly with the guide. Come on, come on. So this is over this. You're definitely learning about your unity with all that is, which is a little hard to cognize in the third eye, because the Tao cannot be defined. Once it is defined, it is no longer the Tao. Tao. Let's keep going. What's that look like on the outside looking in at you? Or are you from the inside looking out at people, places, and things? Relationships in the physical world. We use the mythic tarot for that. Lower 3 chakra dynamic based in Greek myth. Really feels like my first language. Themyscira forever. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. There you are. As I call upon my gods of fire, sign of Aries, powers of the south, please, my beloved gods of cardinal creative fire, 1 card in clarity for the Aries collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Watching this video. Drawn to this reading. What do they need to be aware of? Inside out, outside in. Lower 3 chakra dynamics to help them alchemize. The guide in the 8th with the star on the inner. This full to new. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune, huh? Only 2 tarot decks in the 8-card draw, and you got major arcana. So just like this is all 4, Heart, their third eye crown, this is the lower 3, root, sacrum, and solar plexus. It's the fates. Divine timing. Fate is being handed to you, but you can do the alchemy. Fate is led. It's what you can't change. But if you do the alchemy, you take the hero's journey, right? Learn what it's there to teach you, then you alchemize it to what I call the golden timeline. So taking a leaded thread and turning it into a golden thread. Look, really pay attention to both your internal, what's called creative intuition, right? It's like, ooh, what do I want to make for dinner tonight? Or it's like the alchemical laboratory, Caroline Mace says, I love that. But then the lower 3 chakras, how you navigate through the physical world, survival intuition. So with the guide, it feels like you're totally set up. Now, whether you are a guide professionally or not, right? If you're a reader, spiritual guider, guidance, whatever, you know, wonderful. But you don't have to do that professionally, right? You can absolutely do that in any area of your life. Like I do it with clients and friends, but I don't tell them what to do. They come to me, right? I don't think you can go. No, right? Because I can feel it. I love them. And with clients, it's such a clear, fun way for me to do it. It really is, and I love it. Right. So I don't have well, I do have Saturn in Aries. I'm Generation X. A lot of us do. You know, my boundaries are pretty well set there, I'm gonna say. Let's keep going. There's a lot of major arcana. Oh, so I kind of switched up the order of the decks. I think this time it's been a month since I did these. We're gonna ask Lord Ganesh with the Whispers of Lord Ganesha, Angela Hartfield, to help remove those atoms, right? Those the shadow light, help with the alchemy. He is the Hindu elephant-headed god of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles. This book is amazing, and I've been cultivating a relationship with Lord Ganesh since I worked with the Ashaya monks back when the company started 25 years ago. ISHAYA, check them out. Please, deep breath. Oh, a still point. Oh, this feels really good. All right, I call to the beloved Lord Ganesh, please. Beloved God of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles. Beloved one, what is your guidance, your grace, your wisdom, your loving, powerful oracle message to help the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Suns, and Cross-Watchers watching this video and drawn to this reading so that they can do their alchemy, their shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy. What is your oracle message to help them alchemize the guide in the 8th, star in the inner, wheel of fortune on the outer, this full to new? Generosity. Yeah, no, like I said, something feels really good for a shadow read. But, you know, the guidance to generosity, you know, giving and receiving. I don't think we've ever actually, I don't know, maybe we have read this one before. Card number 10, he's feeding a mouse. No, we know in cartoon land, elephants are supposed to be terrified of mice. But, you know, he's a god. No, he's a sweetheart, just, you know. I don't know, bring peanuts. He likes them. And he's lovely. And he has a great sense of humor, which is probably why I get away with as much as I do. Generosity. Compassion for others is a natural result of being aware and conscious of your own feelings. When you are generous in spirit, you take complete responsibility for your life. Work with Ganesha to assist you with stepping up to do the right thing. Wow. This is especially important when you are filled with fear and conflicting feelings, which happens to everybody. Respect others and live a conscious life. Champion others. It's very Aries. Champion others, support them, and actively want them to succeed. Living from this space will create an open heart and mind that will touch anyone who comes into your presence. This sounds like a professional guide, but again, you do you. Be tolerant of ideas and behaviors that may not align with your own thoughts. Spend more time looking at what is good and positive in someone else rather than what you judge as negative or bad. Embrace others' differences. Give freely and from your heart. Choose to no longer manipulate and do not do favors with strings attached. That's not unconditional love. That's conditional love, which means that ain't love. Yeah. As you continue to give, you may find that you no longer envy others. Deadly sin of the third eye. You will be able to give easily and at the same time receive when the same is offered to you. This will go a long way to limiting the feeling of being separated from others, and you may find yourself genuinely happy. Look for and assume the best in people. And treat others with respect and acceptance. And I think that speaks pretty directly to the possibility of the lead in this one, right? To really be generous, to not be stingy. But I'm also going to say, don't offer guidance that hasn't been asked for, because Abraham Hicks said it best. It's like pushing overcooked pasta into a brick wall, right? It doesn't do anything. You can tell when somebody's open for business or not that way. So that's why I do Abraham Hicks. It's been decades, but do not answer questions that haven't been asked. It's a respect thing. But then once they do, and that is a form of generosity too, to say, no, I give you all the space that you want, but if you need help, I'm here. I'm here to help. right? I love you, open heart. And that is, of course, going to activate and shift. You're moving to the divine energy, the divine power that is love through your energy system, not just internally, but expressing them. And it's time. It's part of your fate, but that this feels like really strong guidance to help you alchemize this into destiny. And I think for some of you, it's not going to be that hard. Well, I'm not saying because you're watching my channel. But, you know, this is high vibe. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's get you a Macon healing mantra. Just one. To help you alchemize this, right? Nothing like a healing mantra. I write all of mine down. From the 5-card draws, the 8-card draws, all of the readings. I make note of them because I know them all by heart. I've had it since this deck came out in 2018. So, yeah, why not? Please take a nice deep breath. Oh, still point. As I call upon the Ascended Masters of Guidance, because pretty much all of you are. That's pretty much the whole law firm there in the Ascended Masters wing of the Akashic Records. Please, beloved ones. One card in clarity, the perfect healing mantra for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading to help them alchemize the guide in the 8th, star in the inner, wheel of fortune on the outer, with removing those obstacles with generosity. The perfect healing mantra, this full to new. Encountering conflict, I don't have to choose sides, I take a stand. This is where generosity really comes in handy. And I think you'll like this one a lot. This one has really helped me with political conversations. That's a nice way to say it. I don't have to choose sides. I take a stand, and I take a stand for love. This is really about you being authentic to the truth of who you are without sacrificing the truth of who you are. So I'm going to read this for you. Encountering conflict. Because there ain't much shadow work if there ain't conflict. I've been saying to friends of mine, it's not much of a hero's journey without demons, dragons, vampires, and villains. You know, it's just not. So, encountering conflict. I don't choose sides. I take a stand. Oh, I don't need this for this. When conflict is encountered, two opposing viewpoints wrestle for a dominant position. Each hopes to achieve success by changing the other's viewpoint. Have you noticed that in the world? If encountering conflict from a conscious standpoint, you may realize one of the greatest gifts you can offer, all right, generosity here, is allowing others to be heard. Have we learned nothing from Oprah? You may not agree with their argument, you don't have to, but you are embracing their needs simply by choosing to listen. And that's called active listening. It's not a psychological trick or technique. It's the healthy way of being in any kind of relationship. When you listen, instead of lash out, you're taking a stand for love. Or if you're thinking about what you're going to say, just wait till they shut up. I can't wait to hit them between the eyes. It's a little Aries headbutt. This is making the decision to anchor higher frequencies of light through the demonstration of your ethics, morals, and values, instead of matching the unconsciousness of others with equal amounts of aggression. Like, no, I'm going to sit here and be very loving and listen to you. Been there. It's part of the journey. Nobody nails this 24/7, 365. This mantra is ideal for settling arguments and unraveling passive-aggressive behavior, which is this, right? I was raised with this. Oh no, do go on. That's why I'm the fun one. And releasing the tendency to blame. Liar! I can make a shadow read fun, I guess. So look, you're going to encounter conflict here. So how much of this guidance is for you, right, to do this? And remember, you know what you should do? Oh, Archangel Michael's saying you're being a DB. You need to take it down a notch. You know, that's not great. If they're asking, are there any archangels that have issues with me? Then let them have it. If that's your gig. Let's ground this with the Divine Animals Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Oh my god, I love that name. Everybody's got spirit animals and totems. They're not quite the same thing. We'll talk about that another time. But I love this deck. The book is so chock full of info. I'm just going to read you, once we get it, obviously, the first part, the verbal description, and then the magical application, because I'm a witch. Find a way to cope. Please take a nice deep breath. Bossy. Still point. Because this is like my favorite pantheon. As I call upon the pantheon of the animal kingdom, the spirit guides, the spirit animals and totems for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and who are drawn to this reading, who walks with them, who swims with them, who flies with them, who crawls with them, offering them the guidance, the grace, the wisdom, the power, the love, the support, the protection, and the oracle message to help them alchemize the guide in the 8th, star in the inner, wheel of fortune on the outer, removing obstacles with generosity when they encounter conflicts. They don't have to choose sides. They can take a stand for love and integrity and all of that. Who's going to help them do this full to new? You goat. You old goat. Reliability. Oh my god, but it's Aries. It's the goat. Well, the ram is kind of more Capricorn, but let's go for it. You take your symbolism when you can find it. Yeah, it's still a goat, right? A ram is a goat. I mean, it's not a cat. It's not feline. Reliability. 19. And that's one big-ass goat. Look, it's got a building underneath it. It's like, coming at you. How's your head? No complaints. Card number 19. I'm fun and I'm not monetized on YouTube, so I pretty much get away with everything. I'm not looking to burn down anybody's community guidelines, by the way. It's all a means to an end, and so I don't have to keep coming back to this planet. There are other places I want to go. Card number 19, reliability. Is your word reliable? Whoa. Can you be counted upon? Make your way successfully, step by step, steady as she goes. Nourish yourself. We should climb mountains, not carry mountains. Ooh, it's very Capricorn, right? Mountain goat. Let's read you the magical application. I mean, they give you like the mythology of it, the animal behavior, but here's the magic. Goat magic, specifically the magic of Thor's mountain goats. Your Thor is one of reliability and sure-footedness. Goats are remarkably athletic and agile on mountainsides and difficult terrain. So this could be a difficult situation. I mean, it is a shadow read, right? They are robust creatures able to withstand the cold or rough environments and are available to all people, rich or poor. Call upon goat energy when you need stability and balance in a precarious situation or when you need nourishment after a period of scarcity. So then it gives symbolism. So look, this could be with a family member, right? This could be with somebody that you're encountering, a boss, right? Where the guidance is coming to you, and look, they may not be able to see your light, but you can absolutely embrace that star alignment. Oh my god, I just Solara'd myself. It's more than a Toyota to me, unfortunately. But with this on the outside, it's time. It's time. This is part of your sacred contract. This is written into the script, but you have free will as to how you want to play it. It's always our choice, whether we want to take a stand for love. But how's your word, right? How's your head? No complaints. Okay, moving along, we're going to talk to the archangels with the Archangel Fire Oracle Alexandra Wenman, Findhorn Press. So much info in there. I love this deck. The artwork's great, but the writing is very well written and very informative without being overwrought, if you know what I mean. So let's call to the archangels. Now here's the tea with archangels. If you're new, I think everybody knows this. Maybe they don't. Angels only come when they're called. Like, they're really polite that way. It's actually called the law of cosmic non-intervention or something like that. Sort of like the prime directive from Star Trek. Although I'm more Princess Leia at the end of the day. I love you. I know. Please take a nice deep breath. I gotta keep it fun, folks. Oh. Still point. Archangelic override. As I call to the pantheons of archangels, messengers of light, arcs of angels. Please, one card in clarity. For the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video who are drawn to this reading, who is the archangel assigned to this, waiting in the wings with their wings, but won't enter without permission. That's how much love and respect, unconditional love and respect they have. So all we need to do is ask. So please, who's ready in the wings with their wings, ready to swoop in and help them do this alchemy? Guide in the 8th, star on the inner, wheel of fortune on the outer, removing obstacles with generosity, encountering conflict with reliability. Jophiel, and the Archangel of Joy, if I remember correctly. This is the newest, no, it's not the newest member of the Drawing the Circle Productions divination team. The herbal oracle is, I opened right to it. You try doing this several times a day. You take your perks where you find them. Jophiel, joy, happy, joy, joy. The Archangel of Joy, Wisdom, and Beauty. Jophiel governs the yellow ray of illumination. So, you know, think solar plexus, I would think. Like the Irish lass in her card, and she likes it too. She gives us the ability to add more gladness to our lives. She also helps us to learn to teach at the highest level, enabling us to find the answers to important questions. The beauty in all things, and think more positively. Let's go to the message. There you are. Be joyful. Yeah, have at it. Be joyful. Let go of your heavy physical and emotional burdens. Now that's interesting because the goat says we're supposed to climb mountains, not carry them. Release your baggage. This is a shadow read. Allow new clarity and happiness to pour into your life. Then you can rise up out of the gloom and fly higher. Wow, that's a little on the nosy, don't you think, archangels? I feel like this is a relationship with someone that might, it's karmic. I mean, I'm not going to say it's a karmic relationship. All relationships are here to help us grow and learn. Karma means action in Sanskrit, but people don't realize their thoughts and their choices are actions. And it's a learning system. It's not a reward-punishment system. That's very Western and very infantile to look at karma that way. That's not how it works. That wouldn't come from a place of unconditional love from the divine. So this is about enjoying yourself. I mean, call her in. Say, all right, help me do this. Because what if you were able to be so generous, and this might be with more than one person. This could be if you deal with people in the world en masse, E-N-M-A-S-S-E, yeah. To enjoy that, to be like, no, I'm here to like be authentic, but I just have to take a stand for love, right? And that's going to make you more reliable to everybody across the board. Look, I've got friends and family on the entire political spectrum, and this might not be like American politics based, particularly if you don't live in the United States. But, you know, there's a respect there, usually. And if someone's disrespectful, I have no problem saying, well, I did my best here, but bye, Felicia. You know, if that's what it comes to. Because I don't deal with rage in people out of nowhere, if you get what I'm saying. Do you? I think you do. Well, you're an Aries, you probably do. One more card, and then we're done. The gold hidden within the lead, the hidden blessing. The light at the end of the tunnel, a little inspiration from The Blessed Bee by Lucy Cavendish. I'm just saying her name like that all the time. These prayers are unbelievable, which is why we do them for real. It's all fun and laughs until the Blessed Bee hits the card. Until that card hits the table. So, at the end of reading what's in the bookie book, once I get the card, that's the end of the reading, but I usually chat a bit at the end. And there's so much going on in the time of this timed recording. Maybe we'll talk about it. Please take a nice deep breath, throat chakra. Still point. It's like standing in the center of the United Nations. As I call upon the pantheons of all pantheons, please, a delegation from all traditions, lineages, and cultures. One card in clarity, please, for the Aries Collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, please, what is the hidden blessing in all of this that's already in play but hard to see while you're going through it? Sometimes not till way after you're done with it do we see it. But it's nice to know that there is one in play. What is the gold hidden within the lead? Should they do their best, light at the end of the tunnel, to give them some guidance and grace, right? To alchemize the guide in the 8th star and the inner wheel of fortune on the outer, generosity, encountering conflict, reliability with Archangel Jophiel, Jophiel, kind of helping them like actually enjoy this and teach, right? That was like maybe teaching by example here, lighting up everyone around them. What is the hidden blessing for the Aries collective so that they can hit that new moon clean and clear? This full to new, a blessing of fire. It's probably about being authentic. A blessing of fire. I have a massive crush on Dylan Hollis, and he is I'm probably too young for him. I'm probably too old for him. He cracks me up. He's so cute. You don't know who I'm talking about. He makes funny cakes. That was probably more of an entendre than I intended. Happens all the time around here at Joining the Circle. A blessing of fire. Let's do this for real. I think that's the goofy for the rest of the read. And we'll see what happens at the end. Please take a nice deep breath. A spoonful of goofy to make the shadow work go down. Still point. Pantheons of pantheons, please transmit. Card number 3. A blessing of fire. A blessing to bring passion, motivation, and creative spark to your life and to the lives of those you touch. May the many blessings of the holy fires be your... Am I channeling someone? Celtic Irish? What's going on? May the many blessings of the holy fires be yours. May fire's burning passion, its quick intensity, compel you into moments of action, to make decisions, follow the truths of your heart, and quicken and burn like the flames with the hearth. Dig it. May you be warmed and sheltered by the glow of these holy fires, and may they spark again and again the motivation we need to turn the wheel of our lives, wheel of fortune. May the blessings of the flames that devour the old be yours, shadow work, alchemy, and may they burn through the debris of memories, the fallen deadwood of hurt and grudges, and burn through the pain that so many of us feel when recollecting injustices. This is on target for Shadow Read. May it inspire you to move forward with your life, and may it bring down what no longer serves you, Shadow Read. May its crimson heat take light within your own soul and breathe to life the flames within you, so that you kindle again and again the sacred inner fire, which will warm you when all about you grows cold. May you have rising within you, from that radiant heat of fire in the head of the poets of old, the ancient brilliance that will allow dreams to ignite so that you shine with that inner radiance. May any fear of fire pass from you, and may the only flames you tend be those that serve your best self. Let any former harm in other lives from this element pass away now, and let a great spark from the heart of the universe rekindle your love of warmth, your passion, your intensity, and motivation. Let your warm heart be a shelter for others who come to you. Like creatures in the woods, come to a campfire, and may the fires within be a place of creativity, of dancing and dreams, of stories told through the flickers of flames. May you always have that warmth and its protection and its ardor for all the days of your life. Blessed be. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none. as we will it. So let it be done. So mote it be, and so it is. Oh, there's that music again. Oh, I love it so much. Underworld Catwalk. Did you like this reading? Hit the thumbs up if you would, please. If you want more of me here and have not yet, please subscribe. Comment if you like, and hit the notification bell if you want to know when the videos are coming out, because all of that shifts the algorithm so that more Aries and their cross watchers can get some clues, tips, and hints about their shadow world, making this world a better place. That's how algorithms work, and logarithms, whatever those are. We don't have them on Patreon. That's why I love it. I have pretty much total freedom to do what I want. And if you sign up for a level of subscription, you get everything on that level of subscription since the moment I started Patreon almost 2 years ago, moving forward into the future, as long as you remain a subscriber. So click the link, check it out, become Patreon on Patreon. And there is a new video booking private sessions with Mal. That's spiritual counseling readings, and I might get back to doing hands-on healing, but I talk about that in the video that is out now. I haven't actually recorded it yet, so that's a timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly, whatever, but glad to do it. So do click the link, and I hope you like the music. And Janet Grace, if you're watching this, thank you so very much. I love it. I can't wait to see what you do with this track moving forward. Otherwise, my beloved Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers, have at it. I mean, this is tricky, but I think you got enough guidance here within you, let alone what's in this vid. So have at it. Do it. Do the shadow work. Do the best you can. And I love you. Hang in there. Heal. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.